It was a quiet afternoon in the cozy house by the forest, and Whiskers the kitten was curled up in her favorite sunspot, while Paws the puppy eagerly chewed on a squeaky toy. The day seemed ordinary, but little did they know, another adventure was about to unfold. As the sunlight streamed through the window, Paws's ears suddenly perked up. He had spotted something shiny in the corner of the garden. He jumped up, barking excitedly. "Whiskers, come see! There's something sparkly outside." Whiskers stretched lazily, her tail flicking. "What now, Paws?" she asked, though her curiosity was quickly piqued by the sparkle outside. The two friends rushed into the garden. In the grass, half buried in the soil, they found a small, old-fashioned key. It gleamed in the sunlight, and next to it was a rolled-up, weathered piece of parchment. "A treasure map!" Paws yipped with excitement. He jumped around in circles, his tail wagging uncontrollably. Whiskers tilted her head. "I wonder where it leads." Together, they unrolled the map, and to their amazement, it showed not only their familiar garden but also a path deep into the mysterious forest beyond. At the center of the map, marked with a big red X, was the location of the treasure. Determined to find the hidden treasure, Whiskers and Paws set off down the path. As they ventured into the forest, the trees grew taller and thicker. The sunlight barely filtered through the dense canopy, and the air was cool and fresh. Along the way, they encountered some of their old friends from the Enchanted Forest. A squirrel they had met before waved from a tree branch, nibbling on a cookie. "Where are you two off to today?" asked the squirrel. "We're on a treasure hunt," Paws barked, bouncing with excitement. "Be careful," the squirrel warned. "I've heard the treasure is guarded by something mysterious." Whiskers nodded, feeling both nervous and excited. They continued deeper into the forest, following the twists and turns of the map. Soon they reached a wide river, its waters shimmering like silver. "We have to cross," said Whiskers, staring at the map. "But how?" Just as they were about to give up, a family of frogs appeared, hopping along the riverbank. They remembered Whiskers and Paws from their last adventure. "We can help," the frogs sang in unison. "Hop on our lily pads and we'll get you across." With the frogs' help, Whiskers and Paws made it safely across the river. The treasure was now closer than ever. They followed the map until they reached a large clearing where the X on the map was marked. "It's here," Paws said, his tail wagging furiously. In the center of the clearing, they saw an old wooden chest covered in vines. But as they approached, a shadow moved behind them. Whiskers' fur stood on end. Suddenly, a great friendly bear emerged from the trees. His fur was golden brown, and his eyes twinkled. "Ah, you found my treasure," the bear boomed in a deep voice. Whiskers and Paws froze, unsure what to do. The bear chuckled. "Don't worry, little ones. This treasure isn't gold or jewels, it's something far better." He opened the chest, and inside were stacks of glowing, magical books, each one filled with stories from the Enchanted Forest. "These books contain adventures from all over the forest," the bear explained, "and now they're yours. Every time you read one, you'll be transported to a new world of magic." Whiskers and Paws looked at each other, their eyes wide with wonder. "Thank you," they said in unison. The bear smiled warmly. "Remember, the best treasures aren't always gold. Sometimes they're the stories we can share." With their new magical books in tow, Whiskers and Paws made their way back home, their heads spinning with the thought of all the new adventures waiting for them in the pages of those enchanted books. As they curled up on their porch that evening, the sun setting behind the trees, Whiskers purred softly. "This was the best treasure ever,"